Hey guys, our intern gave us a letter today from Bungie saying we can't talk about and Destiny podcast together or we don't get paid. Something about being in the last terms of service that we all click through.
Wow, that sucks. They must be okay with the word rim job, though. Yes!
Shit. Can we just say rim job then instead of p***ing? We can't say either? Fuck, man. Mitchie is going to be pissed because he loves p***ing.
Man, this isn't right. It's like going on Potato Thumbs and being forced to talk about vacuums or a dislike of seasonal beers. Bullshit. Because we're their guests and they made us sign some kind of stupid contract.
Yeah, anyway. Fuck, guys. You know, I guess we're going to just have to cut those words from our vocabulary from here on out.
Hey guys, I got a story for you about what the wife and I did this weekend. Dadbot was so right.
No, Jesus.
We at GDC think that and are inappropriate.
No. Shit, man. No, they're fine. If that's your thing, go for it. Put a feather in your ass if you have to. I don't care.
Jeez.
Okay, Jay.
Do what you do and don't apologize, right?
There you go.
Yeah, you be you, boo-boo.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to episode 13, Lucky 13, of Guardian Downcast. We are three dads that talk about anything in the Destiny universe. We also dabble a bit in other gaming and entertainment as well. I'm your host, the Gatr, and my two co-hosts are here as well, Hazel and Easy. What's up, fellas?
Evening.
How you doing?
Oh, okay, good. That was a good one. All right, hey, to start things off, I wanted to introduce our guest of the show. He's one of the hosts of Barely ADS and a really cool cat. Zanifan711. What's up, Zan?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, we're excited, dude. We're really glad you're here tonight. Let's just give an overview of tonight's show real quick. We're going to get to know Zan's story. Then we'll test his Twitch reflexes in our special fast fire session we call the Speed Run. We're also going to catch up on the past week in entertainment and talk about our first impressions of the new Iron Banner. Then finally, we'll all answer those Twitter and Discord questions from our community and add 2 songs each from everyone here for our Guardian Downcast Spotify playlist. All right, let's get started. Zan, hey, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Where are you from originally? I know you're living somewhere else now. What you do, all that good stuff. Give us the deets.
All right. Well, I'm originally from California, born in Northern California, and lived in Southern California, then Ohio most of my life with small stints in Las Vegas and Indiana. Now I live in South Carolina, and I love it here so far. Southern accents are sexy.
Where at in South Carolina? If you don't mind.
Greenville.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just in South Carolina a couple weeks ago at Myrtle, and it's pretty. It's nice.
Yeah, everyone was saying it was cold today because it was like 65, and I was like, "This is perfect. I love this."
Dude, I would kill for 65 right now.
Yeah, it's great. I'm a restaurant manager. I tried a desk job for a little bit, and I hated it. So I'm back to the restaurant business. I work at Applebee's. Still in training, but I very much enjoy it. It's going to be a lot more management and admin than it was when I was with Pizza Hut. And other than that, I play a lot of video games and talk about video games a lot and play some disc golf and that kind of stuff. So,
cool.
Good times.
Good
Very
deal.
nice.
Good deal.
So does Applebee's still have like the Tuesday like dollar beer nights like after 9 o'clock or whatever?
They have a rotating monthly dollar drink.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they do dollar beers at some point too, but I was stoked to see that they have a lot of craft beers now too. At least we're corporate. They just got bought out by corporate. So
Oh, okay.
There's like 12
Nice.
taps. It's pretty great.
That's nice. Yeah, there was an Applebee's right across the street from my apartment in college, and I can't count the times I stumbled out of that place and barely made it home.
Yeah. They're not big fans of that. They will cut you off real fast, but if you know the people there and you're regular, they probably let you slide.
Yeah, right. So, you play a lot of video games. What's your gaming history? Kind of, what was your first console? What kind of, was there a certain game that kind of got you hooked? Give us a little detail about your gaming history.
All right. Well, when I was 4, my dad bought an NES, and I realized much later that that was for him more than it was for me. And then we got a Super Nintendo when I was like 8, but it didn't really click for me until Nintendo 64 came out and Game Boy Color, and it was like a combined effort between Ocarina of Time and Pokemon that really turned me into a hardcore gamer. Mostly Pokemon. I could not put it down. I've probably beat the original Red or Blue 20 plus times. Love Pokemon so much. And then I got really deep into gaming I was in 8th grade. It was 1999 and EverQuest just came out. And from then on, it was all gaming all the time, to the point where my parents had to start restricting my playtime. So,
Wow.
I know. Yeah, I know a lot of. I hear a lot of stories. Like I hear WoW is bad, but I hear Evercrack is one of the worst. Not worst, but one of the most dopamine hits you can get in video gaming out there.
Yeah, I played that series for at least 10 years, and I still dive back in every once in a while. There was a progression server in EverQuest 2, so like WoW Classic, over the summer. And I maxed out a mage for the first time and had a lot of fun with it. But then I just kind of piddled out after the first expansion, and I maxed out. So
what got you into Destiny, or what's your Destiny background?
So from like 2011 to 2016, I did not really play any video games. My ex-wife was vehemently against video games, and so I was not allowed to play them. And then we split in like February of 2016, and one of the first purchases I made once I got out on my own was I had a 360 that I would play when she wasn't home.
I heard about this story. I heard about this.
Yeah, so I had that, and I just played Mass Effect over and over again. But then once we split and I moved out, I bought a PS4 and a TV and stuff. And I was just playing like Uncharted 4 and NBA 2K18. And my best friend Jay, who is also Filipino, not Gear Dad Jay, and then my brother were trying to get me to play Destiny. I was like, I don't like shooters. Like, I've never liked shooters. I never got into Halo. They're like, but try it. So I finally got it, and I was like, this is an RPG, and I was hooked. So I overtook Ben in hours played in Destiny 1 within a year, and he had been playing since year 1.
Yeah, and I heard on your last show that Ben's getting really psyched about Destiny again.
Yeah, he's starting to get back into it.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man.
Good.
Yeah, that's good to
He
hear.
even jumped in Iron Banner with us this week.
Now, I got to know this. Where did you hide the 360? Was it behind a book?
It wasn't hidden.
Oh, okay.
She took a trip to. Well, I bought her sister a plane ticket so that they could go up to San Francisco to see the Grateful Dead reunion tour.
I got you.
And I had to work, so that was like a consolation, I guess.
Yeah, I got you.
And but yeah, I didn't want any fights or anything, so I just didn't play when she was home.
I think we've all had that experience with wives that aren't the great, maybe the happiest with us gaming, or at least our gaming schedule.
Right.
Yeah.
And I won't delve into it, but us being divorced is a good thing.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are divorced, so I get that.
Yeah.
There's a reason. Well, what brought you into the community? How'd you find this multiple Discord community that we're in now? How did you find your way into this? Or did you help start it? Or I guess you helped start it, didn't you?
I guess I at first I was in a clan of people from Guam because my friend Jay is originally from Guam, and it was like all his friends and family from back home. And then when I moved back to Ohio, Ben was like, "Hey, do you want to start a podcast and be on it with me?" I'm just like, "Okay, sure." And I had never listened to any. I think I'd listened to one. It was like a Nerd Poker, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast with a bunch of stand-up comedians. And so I started listening to like Dad Tales and Ghost Stories and a bunch of other Destiny podcasts and got hooked on that. And then we started, I think Dad Tales was in their like 30s or 40s of episodes. And the only other Destiny podcast that was around at the time on the smaller side in our pocket was the RNG Cast. And they're not a thing anymore either.
Yeah.
So it's weird being the longest running anymore in our little section.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah.
Yeah, DCP's only like 8 episodes ahead of us.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's crazy.
So Zan, the server's cutting in and out, but did you say you knew Jay like way before this community in like IRL, or did I miss something there?
No, yeah, my best friend is also named Jay, and he's also Filipino. So like I didn't meet Gear Dad until like a year into podcasting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's where it cut out because I thought you said it was Gear Dad, and I was like, I guess I never knew that.
Yeah, but he does live in the same town that a bunch of my family lives in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's weird.
I know the story of this, but I don't know if everyone else here knows. What's up with the gamer tag, Zanifan711?
Well, I was going to create a character in EverQuest, and I had no idea what I wanted to do, so I hit the random name generator a bunch of times until I saw something that I kind of liked, adapted it a little bit, and Zanifan was born, and I just threw 711 at the end because it's my birthday, and I think my birthday's awesome.
That's awesome.
I just figured you liked hanging out at convenience stores.
That's what I always thought it was. I always thought it was 7-Eleven, like the convenience store. I said, well, okay, he likes those hot dogs. I get it.
Yeah,
he's a fan of
coffee. Yeah.
Hazel, Easy, you guys have any questions?
No, I'm good, man.
So, have you had any positive dreams lately?
Yes. I have. I had a dream a week ago that I got to interview Paul Simon in the back of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Okay. That sounds like a 70s dream.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from, but I love Paul Simon, and he was great in the dream. So
that's awesome.
That's awesome. That's a throwback to one of their episodes when they were talking about having positive dreams to combat the nightmares.
Okay.
And I just had to ask. I mean, sorry, it was awesome, but not nearly as awesome as Ben's.
Right.
We'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
Ben's dream was ridiculous.
I just have a few questions. I've already admitted this to everybody, but this podcast is kind of my selfish way of getting to know people. So my first question was probably the one I really wanted to know about was what was life like with your brother when you were younger? I know my brother is 2 years younger than me. And we always fought. We were very competitive. What's your relationship with Ben?
Growing up, it was very similar. We did not really like each other very much. Ben is 3 years younger than me. And he was a button pusher, and I was an overreactor, and so it just didn't really go very well. But once we both got out of high school, or once I got out of high school, I guess, we became very close and probably my best friend now. So
that's awesome. That's kind of how it was with mine. My brother and I realized that, you only get one brother, you gotta value it. You gotta value it. Any other hobbies other than gaming?
Yeah, I make music. I play a bunch of different instruments. I like to disc golf. I like to ride my bike. I like to travel a lot, camping style. I have a really awesome tent that it's a backpacking tent that looks like a Volkswagen bus.
Oh, nice.
That's about it.
Well, you mentioned you do a lot of in real life meetups. I know you just had one just recently. Can you explain what that is, or where you guys usually meet up and all that?
Yeah, we had 2 in Ohio. The first one was at a barcade, Ian the Badger and Safety Czar came, and we played a bunch of arcade games and drank a bunch of beer and had a great time.
Nice.
And then the night before I moved to South Carolina, we had our second one, and we went bowling this time. And Arisen Phoenix came out, and Gunbait 101 also came out. We bowled and had a good time. So
yeah. I got two more questions for you. What got you interested in the local music scene? Are you just a musician and you got into it, or what's your story there? I think I heard that your brother Ben was actually interviewed a real popular local music talent there, I think, wasn't it? Something like that?
Yeah. So Ben has always been heavily invested in the local music scene. Mm-hmm. I'm more play music on my own, but I went to a lot of shows. So in Akron, there was a bunch of houses that would just put on shows all the time. So there would be maybe 4 or 5 different shows at different houses a week, and smaller bands from all over the area, other states even, like as far as the East Coast to like Chicago, come out and play shows. And one of the houses, Kling, kind of has like a legacy of doing that. Mm-hmm. For I think it's been like 20 some years now that they've been doing it at that house. So like whoever moves in has to take over that role.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then when Ben was in college, he and a bunch of his music production and video production friends did a thing where they would bring bands in and record audio and video of them playing in their friend's basement and put it out on YouTube. You can watch those at Wolf House, Ohio on YouTube. And the guy he got to interview, his name is Bob Nana. He was in Braid, and some affiliation with Cat and Jazz, and just a bunch of different bands that if you were super into indie music in the early 2000s, you'd listen to some of this stuff.
That's nice. That's awesome. I know. I remember you guys had a little fundraiser stream, and you guys had you were playing all this local music, and man, I was just loving it. You guys definitely need to do that more often. That was so much fun. Just hearing you guys, you guys are like video DJs, just going through stuff and saying, okay, let's play this one. Yeah, that one will be good. And if I remember correctly, you were on Planet Destiny a while back, weren't you? On like the first year it came out or something like that.
Yeah, well, I was part of the stream team when they came back from their hiatus,
right?
And I really enjoyed that. It was probably about 9 months that I was streaming for them once a week. And it just got to the point where like I didn't enjoy streaming in general as much anymore. So I just called it quits, and still on good terms with everybody. I talked to Moon still here and there, but that was a lot of fun being a part of that. I think I filled in on the podcast a couple times too.
Yeah.
And Black Link couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think I was there that time because I remember seeing you on there on YouTube, because I used to always watch their show all the time, and gosh, everybody's spread out now. It's hard to catch everything, but I try to get the replays. Last question, and guys, if you have any, throw them in after this, please. Tell us about Barely ADS. What's it about? I know you guys have been out a long time, but for people maybe who don't know about it, what's it all about?
Well, we started as a Destiny-focused podcast. It was originally called Barely a Destiny Show. Where we would highlight a smaller band every week for band of the show. So we don't have any or like podcast music. It's all other bands that Narwolf asks permission if we can play their stuff. And then after episode 100, we decided to talk more about other games and gaming news. And so we rebranded to Barely ADS, which is not much different. And we've been following that route since. We're all Titans. Except Quack, who plays Titan a lot, but he's
a warlock.
Yeah.
Yes. Way to go, Quack.
So, our buddy Scary Internet Guy was on for a really long time, and that was great to have him on the show. So, but now we highlight a band. We talk about kind of a little bit about what's going on in our lives, a little bit about what we've been playing in general, and then we hit the big news topics in the gaming industry for the week. Laz writes us an ad every week, and then we do the typical questions and send it off. And we just recorded episode 141.
Wow.
Last week. So.
And I always love tuning in because I want to hear that opening song. And you guys blend it in so well. It's so smooth. And then, of course, the smooth jazz, Ben Malone, pops on. Yeah, that was that's so awesome, dude. Well, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming out. Hey, Hazel and Easy, any questions at all before we go? You already
one
get
question.
Okay.
Was Gunbait's ass as nice as Elmer talks about?
Oh, it was. I tweeted a video of his ass. So if you go through my tweets, you can see a little video of Gunbait's butt while he's bowling.
Very nice. Very nice. Easy, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Zan. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully stick around. We're going to talk a little bit of Bungie, a little bit of Destiny, and then, of course, we'll get to those Discord questions. And we got quite a few this week. So, yeah, thanks for the interview, man, and we will be right back.
Call the Praxic Order. Call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes. Call everyone so they can witness you.
It's time for this week's speed run. We have a database of 66 randomly asked questions. You have 60 seconds to answer, Zan, as many as you can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and we're going to keep track of how many questions you answered. And at the end of the year, whoever can answer the most gets a sweet prize. It's going to be nice. So, yeah, I'm pumped. I'm going to ask the questions as usual. Easy. You're going to be our timekeeper. Hazel is going to be our quality control expert. So in the event that we have a questionable answer, of the 3 of us, majority will rule. All right, you ready, Zan?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. If you had more time, what's one thing you would do with it?
Not go to college.
What would be your ideal career or job?
Restaurant.
Horror movies, yes or no?
No.
Blue, green, or brown eyes?
Green.
DC or Marvel?
DC.
Favorite color?
Green.
First gaming console?
NES.
Favorite Destiny 2 subclass?
Sentinel.
Favorite superhero?
Flash.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
What is your Destiny 1 favorite weapon?
Oh, crap. I can't even remember my weapons.
Come on, not my man.
Hawkman.
Good job. Favorite gaming console?
Game Boy.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Morning person or night owl?
Night.
What was your first video game?
Duck Hunt.
Drifter, evil? Yes or no?
Yes.
Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Done.
Oh, boy.
Oh, damn it.
He tied, didn't he? I have a feeling. We were moving, man. That one question just threw you.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah, that one doesn't get.
One guns.
It doesn't get. It's random. It doesn't get pulled up much, but every now and then that one throws everybody. Sorry, bud. Oh man.
I couldn't think of any.
I know. I was blanking too. All right, Hazel, what we got?
Damn, man. I wanted to throw out like a gun name so bad. I was like, Gallahorn.
I was trying to help. I was trying to help him.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Yep.
17.
Oh, man. That one question. That one question's what got you.
Got 2 more.
I know. You would have. You would have, man. You would have.
Wow.
Oh, dude, that was impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do 17 or 18. I don't know if I could do it. Well, hey, man.
We'll have him back for season 2.
Yep, we will. We will.
good.
I think our guest list is filling up fast, man. Everyone wants a recount or redo. Well, hey, Zan, thanks for being a good sport, man. That was awesome. That's a lot of fun, dude. Dude, that's a lot of fun. It gets the heart going, that's for sure. All right, guys, let's move on.
Stand tall, Guardian. This battle is lost, but there will be others.
It is time to see what everyone's been watching this week in the world of entertainment. And Zanifan, you're our guest of honor. You go first. What's up?
All right. I, over the last 2 weeks, binged and watched all 6 seasons of The 100.
Oh,
shit.
And I absolutely loved it. That is like exactly the kind of thing I'm into. Post-apocalyptic. There's human consciousness issues in there. It's like lots of drama going on. Yeah, it was a blast. And there's even one episode in season 6 is called Memento Mori.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Ace
what's
of spades.
Yep.
Nice. So what's your review of the 100? It's definitely worth putting in the queue?
Yeah. If you like a lot of that sci-fi stuff, and it's a CW show, so you got a lot of very attractive people and a lot of drama and more homosexual relationships than there are in real life. That's for you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cool.
Yeah. And then after that, I've been the newest season of Letterkenny just came out, so I've been kind of picking at that as I go.
That's in my queue. I haven't watched it yet.
And I did see Joker this week.
Yeah, what'd you think, man? I reviewed it last week. I heard Ben's take on it as well. What'd you think?
I loved it. It it's not really a comic book movie.
No.
But for the first time, we get like a true Joker backstory type thing, and it's like they actually sat down and said, "Hey, what would cause someone to become the Joker that we all know?" And they nailed it.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it talked about the mental problems, and it was a very serious movie. I mean, it was really intense, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. I liked it. I think everyone should see it. But I did mention last week, do not bring your kids to this movie. It is not a kid comic movie. Just disclaimer.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's all I've been watching.
Okay. Hazel, what about you?
For me, not too much, honestly, just because kid's been sick, wife's been sick. I feel like I'm coming down with something. It's lovely.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty much it's my wife knocked out that show Younger. So I missed like a whole 3 seasons because she just kind of binge watched it on her own.
She didn't wait for you?
No. But it's okay.
It's not going anywhere.
There's only so much, pretty attractive people doing shitty things to each other that you can stand.
True that.
Aside from that, it's the 100. No. But yeah. So no, I watched the last episode there, and then aside from that, just The Handmaid's Tale every now and then, and that. So
nice. What
about you?
I saw 2 movies this past week. The first was Gemini Man, starring Will Smith. It was directed by Ang Lee. I don't know if you guys remember iRobot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's the same guy that does that. And what I love about Ang Lee movies is he always uses the best technology. He's always trying to get a cutting edge above every other film. And the one thing, I did see it in 3D. It's the only way it was presented. It seemed like I was watching it in 4K, dude. It was so crystal clear. And it wasn't a fake 4K. I mean, it looked like you were standing in the room in real life when he was in the fight scenes and stuff. Really, really good. My wife, of course, she didn't get it. She's not a real high-tech type of person. A book is good for her. So I love this 4K stuff. But the movie definitely looked beautiful. And the I don't know if you knew this, but the Will Smith's younger version is totally digitally created. And I mean, you can't even tell. I didn't even tell my wife until the end of the movie. And she went, "Really? Okay." I thought it was maybe some kind of partial CGI or something, but it was totally digitally created. It looked so beautiful, man. Looked really good. Story-wise was meh. The fight scenes were just as good as John Wick 3. Very intense. Very good choreograph on that. And Smith does do a good job playing the part overall. I give it maybe a C overall. Movies were kind of weak this week. No pun intended, but it was 25% from the critics, 84% for some reason from the audience. I didn't think it was 84%. I give it more like a 70. But the second film I saw was Jexy. It's that comedy with Adam Devine about the guy who realizes, like all of us, that all of us are on our phones too damn much. And
I want to see that.
and he encounters a particularly strange OS, which is voiced by Rose Byrne, by the way. She steals the show. She steals the whole movie. The phone is the biggest star in this movie. But I have to tell you, I know, Zan, you want to see it. The story was pretty bad, dude. Acting was kind of... Adam Devine's is a comedian. It was really hard for him to act serious. I just couldn't see him acting serious. But, I mean, overall, it's a good... had a lot of funny quips from the phone. Overall, it's pretty average, I thought. But 14% from critics, 70% from audience. That's about where I put it. And I would probably rent or stream this one if you don't want to waste your money at the theater. I don't think it needs to be on a big screen, but it's a funny little movie. I got a lot of laughs out of it, but overall, man, movies were kind of kind of just average this week. So, I mean, following up the Joker, what are you going to do, you know? But
Right.
Lastly, I did see the new Breaking Bad movie, El Camino. And I know you guys talked about this on the Barely ADS show. I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say this. It did come out last weekend on Netflix. Overall, decent story. Cinematography was always great. Like, Vince Gilligan just has a really good take when he records stuff with a camera. Really good views and angles and stuff. Same as, just like, it's almost as though you just started up the show again after watching Breaking Bad. So it kind of puts a finality to it, gives you kind of a what happens after. Because, you know, the story with him at the end is, you know, he's hauling acid in El Camino, right? And that's the end of the show. It's all we know. So this kind of picks up on that and tells you what's next without giving too much away. But, of course, it's a Breaking Bad movie. If you're a Breaking Bad fan, you got to see this. So, yeah, that was me this week. Easy, what about you?
So I didn't really watch much of anything. I went camping this weekend with my son, and as soon as we got home from camping a couple nights, I had to turn around and take my wife to the airport, and I've been single dadding it all week, so not a whole lot of TV. I did watch the Longhorns, or I heard about the Longhorns lose, and I got to watch the Cowboys lose.
That was a crusher.
Other than that, you know what I was going to bring up, since I didn't watch anything, I was going to bring up this Disney Plus got its launch, the launch price, titles, kind of their opening package. I don't know about you guys, but this is...
It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah. With kids, I mean, and being a Star Wars fan,
yes.
like this is a no-brainer for me, right?
Yeah, I'm in.
It's $6.99 a month or $70 a year. The launch titles are like there's so much here. It's all the Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
It's the new what I'm excited for is the Mandalorian, which is going to be original Star Wars TV show.
So that kind of like about Boba Fett in it, his story or something like that?
Yeah, Boba Fett's kind of the
Heck yes.
I'm in.
The lead there, right? There are I think a handful, hand-picked Marvel movies, and I think the question here is that are they going to kind of rotate movies in and out on a monthly basis, or I don't quite know how that's going to work, but I guess if they want you to keep your subscription, clearly that they want to rotate stuff in and out to keep you
engaged.
Keep you engaged. I'm trying to see if there's any. Hazel, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit will be on here, so I know that you're all about that.
You know, I mean, that is one of my favorite movies. So yeah,
you're serious? Okay, I get the sarcasm now. Okay, sorry, it's been a long day, guys. I'm a little beat. Hey, I got a question for you, Easy. Does this mean that the Marvel movies are going to be strictly on Disney Plus now? I mean, I'm talking new ones. Are they going to create new ones?
Well, not movies. The movies will go to the theater and then eventually roll their way to Disney Plus, kind of like everything else. But they're going to have their own Marvel TV shows as well.
Oh, man.
So,
exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm telling you, but like ton of the Toy Stories, all your good Pixar movies. Another Hazel, I know, will be watching The Little Mermaid.
Of course.
Back to back.
Oh, he's been talking about that for ages, man. I'm so glad that they're getting that out of the way. Hey, honey, I'm going to be in the office till January. I'll see you at Christmas for about 5 hours, okay?
Dude, yeah.
Okay.
Just wait.
So there's just a ton of stuff here, and
nice.
I think this kind of brings the question to, like, where does Disney Plus fit in my already busy life, and what am I going to have to give up in order to I mean, you're going to be paying another subscription.
Yep.
And eventually, this is going to be more expensive than cable. I mean, having all these damn apps. And it's going to be like $200 in apps.
I've already decided.
And since we're gamers, I mean, it's Xbox Live, it's PSN. I'm sure Steam has something.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you get like the Game Pass, and then your Netflix, your Hulu. Wait, so Hulu's a part of this too? I think it's just like the crappy version where you got to sit through commercials, but
yeah.
I'm not quite sure on that. Anybody that's listening that wants to at me or whatever, I hadn't found quite what the Hulu deal is here.
Well, I talked about this last week, Easy. It's overload, man. I mean, I want to finish Handmaiden's Tale, but we haven't been able to sit down and even watch our DVR shows this week. They're just starting to pile up, man. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I really don't. And we got games coming out the yin yang this fall.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna be
Pokemon.
Zanifan, I guess we can talk about it, but Sword and Shield are coming out here pretty soon, right? For Switch.
next month.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked. First main console Pokemon game. It's still technically a handheld, but it's also a regular console, so you can play Pokemon on the TV for the first time.
So, do you want to go ahead and
let's go right into it. Yeah, Zan, go ahead and tell us what have you been gaming this week, man?
I've been playing a ton of Destiny, but I also have been hooked recently by Dota Underlords.
Really?
Which is like it's an auto chess game. It's lots of strategy. So that's a lot of fun. That's what I do when I'm watching TV, is I play Dota. And then I've been playing a bunch of Tetris 99 as well.
I like Tetris.
Which is, you think you're good at Tetris until you play Tetris 99.
I know. I saw it. I saw all the screens at once. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. It's fun though. It looks fun as hell though.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. You got to be fast and you got to be able to think on your feet. But I still have yet to get a win. My best has been third so far.
That's pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Out of 100, out of 99 people, it's really good.
Tons of Destiny lately.
I understandably, with Shadowkeep. Easy, what about you? Let's kick it back to you.
So I have been playing pretty much all Destiny. I'm playing Destiny more now than I have in probably a year. I'm really digging my heels in because, like I said, it's gonna be a hard sell come November 8th once Death Stranding hits.
Mm-hmm.
I pre-ordered that, by the way. I'm so excited about that game.
I'm stoked about that too.
If you watch, so it's different than Destiny, right? So there are a ton of like trailers, like movie trailers for Death Stranding, and just the music and the story. And I know it's not a shooter, and we really don't know exactly what it is yet, but I'm sold on the presentation just as it is. I mean, it looks incredible. I'm so excited about that. But anyway, this week's been Iron Banner. I have to say, this has been one of the most enjoyable Iron Banners I've played in a very long time. The quest isn't too bad, and it's very easy to know exactly what they mean when it says you need grenade. It had a grenade launcher, but it said super kills, and it actually meant submachine guns. They're very self-explanatory on that last step there.
Yeah, right.
I'm having a blast with Destiny. I'm grinding out the Jotun and the exotic bow right now because they're tied to a quest now. So you just do ballistic logs. I think you got to unlock 10 ballistic logs to open up those, and there's some piddly like kills that you have to get as well. But so I've been doing both of that, and I completed the Iron Banner quest, and I actually got a Hero's Burden submachine gun that has a couple stability perks on it, and I was mowing fools down with that submachine gun. It is a submachine gun meta in my mind. Like, I was getting more kills with that than any other gun. Like, I was having a blast with that. What about you, Gatr? I assume Destiny as well?
Of course, yeah. I've been grinding. It's been the grind, man. Been grinding power levels. I think I'm at 939, I think. 938.
You like 40?
I just hit 71 today.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's all about... No. See, no, wait a minute now. Whoa. If you remember going to last week's show, I said that I'm the biggest waster of time playing Destiny. So what do? I gather up a big pile of bounties and I just go knock them out. And those bounties are 7,500 XP each. You can knock a bounty out in like 5 minutes if you know how to structure it where you can run around the world like EDZ. You know, you got to create orbs, go down 2 lost sectors, and get machine gun multi-kills or something. My God, you can do all 3 of that in like 15 minutes, and that's 7,500, 7,500, 7,500. So that's all you got to do, man, is just keep going to the planets, get the material bounties from all the planets, do that. I tell you, okay, I've been dipping my toes slowly into the Crucible lately. I'm trying to figure out what the meta is, and I got to admit, I'm a little stumped this year. I went in, I did some recording yesterday, and I uploaded it to the YouTube channel. I tried different setups. One setup was that funky auto rifle that has like 1 million barrels sticking out of it. I don't have DEM pulled up.
Cerberus.
Yeah, I had the Cerberus +1 and like a scout rifle. I think it was one of the Gambit ones. Anyway, I tried that. I was mowing fools down with that Cerberus. That thing is awesome up close. And shotgunners don't even have a chance. They can't get near you. I mean, you can hit them at pretty much fusion rifle range. You know, you have come ahead. But I will say this. I've had very weird kills and misses with fusion rifles. Even at Oriental. Even my Telesto. I tell you, I swear, I think they've nerfed all fusion rifles just a little bit. And they're not telling us, because it seems like someone would run up to me and I would load them up in the chest with a Prolium or an Oriental or something like that, and they would still have a little bit of bar of energy and I'd be dead. I mean, that's fusion rifles. It's a one shot. You got one shot to do it. You miss it, you're screwed. So anyway, I won't ramble on about that. But I overall, in the Crucible, it's kind of up in the air. I think you can use a lot of different things. I don't know. I have to say this is probably the most balanced I've ever seen the Crucible. So I've been testing out the different builds. I've been doing that. And overall, Iron Banner, I played Iron Banner with JC Jesse, Warcry, and I think Flip was in there, and Hazel.
I was in there.
Yeah.
I was in there for a game or two.
Yeah, and dude, I swear I've been playing on PC, and I came back to PS4, and it took me 4 games. I thought my game was lagging. I just wasn't used to the frame rate being less and the frame of view being closer, and it took me 4 games to really get centered in. But I have to agree, Easy. The new quest is very easy to do, and you don't have to go talk to Salad Bar every time you complete a portion of it. Yep. I love how it auto advances, and you know when it advances, it gives you a piece of armor. I didn't even notice that till I went back, and here's all this armor in my inventory. But you know, overall, I'm really happy. I've been slowly knocking out pinnacle bounties. That Randy's throwing knife, I've been trying to work on that with the scout rifle kills. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy where Destiny's at right now. I'm really happy with it. And there's so much to do. I don't know about you guys, but there's so much to do. I've done a couple nightmare hunts. I've done a Vex offensive, which I really love. It's a lot of fun. Overall, there's just so much to do, and I'm really glad they're phasing out some of this stuff in the future, because I'm looking on the map and I'm just getting sensory overload. So
yeah, you know what? I forgot about that. Me and Kingsley Mack did a ton of Vex offensives.
Yeah, those are fun.
The other night. And if you take 15 minutes to run that lost sector on Mercury, you can fill up all 4 guns, like the opening little bounty thing. You can fill up all 4 guns, and when you kill the Vex offensive boss, all 4 will drop for you. So you have a chance of getting 7 or 8 purple drops per Vex offensive run.
Oh man, that's nice. I need some major farming. That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, that's it for me. Hazel, what about you?
Not too much really. I've done pretty much. I'm just like trying to get my level up. I'm like at 921, I think, right now.
Okay.
So I'm just pretty much just doing that, doing some nightmare hunts, Iron Banner and up. One thing that I did want to say though is that I noticed that too with the fusion rifles, not like maybe taking 2 shots to kill somebody.
Yeah,
things like that.
Exactly.
I don't think that's well. Okay. When I grinded to 2100 to get the Recluse,
which you did in the first week, by the way. I want to mention that.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Very good, dude.
But yeah, I didn't notice that nerf that you're talking about there, but I don't think that they nerfed them at all, honestly. I think that it's just the Iron Banner piece where
could be.
I think they just attributed a lot more of a buff to other people who are higher light than you are.
Yeah, you could be right. That could be where I got a lot of my false readings. Yeah,
because like last night we were playing, and you were playing with somebody that was like 980 something.
Oh, it's crazy, dude. I had a 962 guy kept killing me, a 980 guy.
Yeah.
Holy
That's
crap!
ridiculous.
That is crazy, man. And of course, we have to play these guys, not the 905 guys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, that's my thought on that.
Well,
But
put a targeting adjuster mod on your fusion rifle.
oh yeah.
help.
Oh, I know all the tricks.
Okay.
I've used those. I've used counterbalance mods. I've tested out. You can ask Zan. That's all I use when I play PvP League. I use fusion rifles. I like to blink and fusion people and then blink away. And of course, Zan has that damn grenade launcher. Kept blasting me with it. I was like, son of a bitch.
Okay. So
I have a new one now.
Oh, of course you do. Damn Titans, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 3,200, and
Nice.
so I got my mountaintop, and
Oh.
I've been that guy everyone's complaining about in Iron Banner, and I love it. Rocking mountaintop, recluse, Wardcliffe coil, and one-eyed mask.
Jeez.
Use what you want. Don't apologize. Right, Jay?
Exactly. Yep. Gatr, you were asking about a meta. There you go, man.
Well, maybe I'm missing out because I did not get Mount Top, or of course got Reckless, but I didn't get Mount Top. I really didn't want to grind for that, man. That was a lot of work for that one. Or, it doesn't have drop off, right? It's like a single missile when you shoot it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
much.
that's
One
pretty-
shot kill, direct hit.
Oh man, that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to do that.
All my mods are specific to reloading my grenade launcher and swapping to recluse and all that stuff.
You got it all min maxed, and you said the grind was a lot better. It's not as hard as it used to be.
Oh yeah, I hit 2,100 in 2 days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's real fast.
I played, I think, 3 or 4 games, and I'm at like 800. I think.
Yeah,
It wants to move you up as fast as possible. I like that. I like that.
Definitely.
No struggles, but anything else, guys, on what we've been playing?
No, don't think so.
No.
Good here.
All right.
Overtime. Let's do this.
Okay, boys and girls, it's Twitter and Discord time. Everybody gather round. This is where everybody in our community sends us our questions, and we try not to be embarrassed by answering them. And we're going to, of course, read the ones that are addressed to Zanifan711 first. And then, of course, we'll get to our ones that we didn't get to last week, and then we'll go as far as we can. But at a certain point, if we don't answer them all, we will get to them on the very next episode. So, easy? What do we got?
All right, let's do it. So we're going to kick this off by Lazarus the Lich. This is for you, Zan.
All right.
If you could build a custom disc golf course anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Well, I thought about close to home, but there's plenty of those already. So then I decided, let's just go with wherever I want to go the most. So the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wow, that's actually sounds good.
Yeah,
Lots of water.
Mm-hmm.
indeed.
Is there a lot of water? So, Zan, I play regular golf. I don't play disc golf. Do they have a lot of water on disc golf courses as well?
It depends. A lot of the courses that I play in South Carolina, there's water like around, but they're not like through the holes.
Yeah.
In Ohio, you get maybe 2 or 3 at most per course. But typically it's easy to get your disc if you throw it into the water. Only
Yeah,
one course.
yeah. Right.
There's
Now-
only one course that it's done if you throw your disc in the water.
Right.
I've got a question about disc golf because I'm sorry, Jesse. I meant to ask this to you a long time ago. But how big is a disc golf course? Is it like a 9-hole course, or is it as big as a full 18-hole course?
Yeah, most of them are 18 holes, and the holes are typically between like 250 feet around the shortest on average to there's some really long ones that I've thrown. One hole was a 1,200 foot par 5,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, they can get pretty big. I usually walk about 5 miles playing around.
Very
nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a great hobby, man. I got to get into that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And it's free.
I usually
Play.
walk like 100 yards when I play golf.
Yeah,
My car comes down.
I know. Me too. I'm lazy. I mean, I walk to the driving range.
And you walk to the driving range. I drive my cart there too. All right, so Chris, 3711. Question for the show. Zanifan, who is the biggest influence in your life that helped you become such a kind-hearted and cool dude?
Oh man, thank you, Chris. I don't know about all that, but it would probably be my dad. My dad's just really great dude. So
Sounds like he was a gamer too. That's like
he's a huge
something.
nerd.
That's something I still can't wrap my brain around. Is having someone like that in my life that was a big time gamer that like loved it and supported it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he still plays games. He's working on Sniper Elite 4 right now, and he said he's going to get Shadowkeep when he's done with that. He plays Destiny.
Nice.
Not a lot. His favorite game is Fallout. But
how old your
he
dad?
got me into. He just turned 60.
Wow.
Nice.
Awesome.
Dude, it gives me hope.
Yeah.
PC, is he a PC guy? I've noticed that the older, like most of the older crowd is mainly PC.
PS4 now, but he was a PC guy for a long time. With he played a lot of Command and Conquer back in the day.
Yeah.
But he's who got me into comic books. Like he bought me, my first comic book was Death of Superman.
Nice.
He bought for me when I was like 7. He got me into anime, like what was that, like Robotech and stuff like that. He used to watch Dragon Ball Z with us when I was a kid. My dad is a huge nerd.
I'm so jealous.
He sounds like a cool dude, man.
Dude, that is awesome.
Next, from AK Gear Dad, now that you've spent some time in South Carolina, do you prefer it to Ohio?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Imagine. Right.
I would agree.
Yeah. My favorite fact about Ohio is that there's more astronauts from Ohio than anywhere else. It's just they wanted to get out of Ohio so bad they left the planet.
I would agree to that as well.
Yeah. So are you going to be moving, Hazel? Yeah, you should get out of there, huh?
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Okay. All right. Arisen Phoenix asks, how many heathens are currently wearing pants while recording?
I'm wearing shorts.
I'm wearing shorts too.
I'm in shorts.
Okay, next question. Agent H, few questions for Zanifan. What's your favorite disc golf in your bag? Have you tried out anything from Dynamite Disc yet? I highly recommend the EMAC Truth. Any recommendation on disc not from Dynamax? So do you need me to start over?
No, I got it.
Okay.
So my favorite disc in my bag right now is Champion Wraith, which is a 11-speed distance driver by Innova. And that's only because I lost my T-Bird, which was my favorite disc. So that would be my recommendation, is a T-Bird. It's a straight flying fairway driver. And I actually just picked up 2 dynamic discs. I have a Maverick and I do have a Truth, but it's not the EMAC plastic. And I really like both of them. They fit real nice in your hand, better than Innova discs. But I still have to use them more to see where I'm at and how much I really like them.
Very nice, very nice. None of that made any sense to me. So I hope somebody else did.
Well, to put it simply, discs work the same way as golf clubs. So each disc flies depending on like distance. Does it go for turning right or turning left?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like putters and mid-range and fairway drivers and distance drivers and things like that.
Sweet, man. That sounds awesome. Drafty asks, what meat replacement item have you found that tastes the closest to the real thing?
I don't eat meat replacements.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute, you haven't had an Impossible Burger?
I've had it, but like I don't enjoy meat, so
Okay.
I just prefer to eat vegetables.
Try a quinoa burger next time if you've ever had one
I've
of those.
had those. Yeah, quinoa crunch burgers are delicious.
Yeah, those are good.
Mm-hmm.
They're
not meat replacements to me. They're like a veggie burger is its own class of food, in my opinion.
You are not wrong.
They're good. I love veggie burgers.
So let's just start chipping away of last week's.
Yep.
First one is from Skull. What was a moment where you held your tongue and regretted it? Some loser on my bus was being a dickwad to this girl, and I wanted to send him some love as well. I didn't, though, unfortunately.
Like my whole childhood, I would always say, God, that would have been a great comeback. Wish I would have said that in the moment, but I was always so shy as a kid. So, Skull, I get it, man. I get it where you wish you could have said something, and it would have been probably a really good burn, you know?
So I have one that it hits close to home, but my parents don't listen to this. So my 8-year-old has long hair, and I had long hair growing up before it all fell out. And so that was kind of one of my things. And so my 8-year-old he's got pretty long hair, and my parents are very conservative, old school. And my stepmom made a crack about his hair in front of a bunch of people to me. And instead of saying anything, I just kind of was like, I tried to take the higher road, but man, I wish I'd have just been like, who the F do you think you're talking to? But that, those moments where it just, something flies to your head. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, my normal response now is to take the higher road. But in that moment, I wish I would have just laid into her. But I didn't. And so she probably thinks she can get away with it from now on. So maybe I'll have another chance. Yeah. What about y'all?
Yeah, you probably will get that other chance. You know that easy?
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me. I speak from experience. I've been there too.
Yeah. You didn't you have like a weekend not too long ago where it was just a bunch of holding your tongue?
Actually, I think it was like 4 days. It was yes. Yeah. So that was mine. Yeah, 4 days. Yeah. Actually, it's more like 11 years.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, 18 years. My bad. Yeah, 18 years.
You've known your wife for 18 years?
Correct.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah. For me, like Gatr, I was really shy growing up. But I will say I probably should have spoke up more when I was married. I would lose arguments on purpose for the sake, because I don't care about being right. So I would just let her win almost every argument. But since I got divorced, I don't hold my tongue anymore, ever. And you can figure out ways to use tact to keep yourself from getting beat up and still say what you need to say. But right. For example, my grandma was giving me crap a couple weeks ago where she was saying I'm getting older and I need to find a woman if I want to have kids and all this stuff. And I just told her, Momo, shut up. That's a sensitive subject. Like, there's things you don't know that I'm not going to tell you that play into this, that, just drop it. And she got pretty embarrassed. So, yeah, I don't hold my tongue anymore. So, yeah, I would suggest say what you need to say, but say it in a way that keeps you from getting punched in the face. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Nice.
Gatr, did you have a response to that?
Yeah, I mentioned it first. I said through my whole childhood. I wish I would have said something.
Right. Scum Death asks, "What is the scariest sound in gaming? Mine is the crackling radio in the first Silent Hill. It shit me up." So this isn't. This is weird. So in Destiny 1. The Oryx's daughters. It's Oryx's daughters, right? That sing that little whatever.
Oh, the sound, yeah. The death song.
The Death Singer song, right? So in the game, it's not that big of a deal, but I think I was like napping the other day, and I had the Destiny soundtrack on, and that came on. That is the most evil shit you'll ever hear in life if you just sit and listen to that and nothing else, not like while you're shooting anything, just listen to it, and it gives me the heebies. I don't even like that song. What about you guys?
For me, it's clickers in The Last of Us.
Oh
yeah.
Those things are so creepy.
Those new clickers in the next one look pretty far out as well.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited! I cannot wait for that game to come out.
I've got that pre-ordered too.
I've still got to finish the first one. I didn't finish it completely.
Oh,
I know.
Yes, you do.
I gotta
You
finish it.
definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's highly recommended.
Hey.
For me, I would say that it's actually one of the creepiest ones for me was actually in Shadowkeep when fucking Omnigul screamed out of nowhere, and I wasn't expecting it, and I was like, "Ah, that bitch is back!" My wife cracked up at me because I was just like, "I'm like, oh no," I'm like, "I don't want to deal with that bitch again."
I love Dominical. Like I was so giddy when I found out I was gonna have to fight her. I was so happy during that whole fight.
Yeah, no, I have nightmares about the rainbow burn
Oh my god.
being trapped in that little ass room.
Yep.
2 words. Alien Isolation.
Oh, I haven't played it, but I hear
Oh my
it's
god,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah.
Then when they're underneath the grates in the ship and you just don't know where they're going to pop out and murder your ass. I don't play a lot of horror games, but that's one I did. Holy crap, that always got me on edge. Great game.
Nice. Motion Mac asks, if you had to choose between really solid shits all your life that hurt during the moment, but you were fine afterwards, or really runny shits that had a nice cooling effect, but with that you had a chance of sharding often, which would it be? Much love, you all, my dudes. So,
Solid. We're going solid.
Solid.
This is a tough one. I don't know.
The chance of sharding is a deal breaker to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, all right, fine.
Scum Death. Next to question for the podcast. A celebrity randomly walked into your wedding party. Which celebrity would you want it to be? I love listening to the show on a weekly basis. But I'll throw it to one of you guys first. If you had a celebrity walk into your wedding party, who would it be?
I'll go first.
Go
Bill
for it.
Murray.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. I'll one up you and say Dan Aykroyd.
Huh? Yeah.
I'll two up both of you, and I'll say Dave Chappelle.
Oh, damn you.
I'll three up you and say Steve Martin.
Ah, that's good too.
You win.
That's good too. You
But,
can't lose with
I
any of
will
this.
say, Bill Murray, there is the best chance of Bill Murray actually showing up at your party. He does
Oh,
that.
there you go.
Really? Good to
Oh,
know.
does he really?
He crashes random parties all the time.
Well, I love it. I'd love that guy.
Yeah.
Next one. What is the sexiest character in gaming? Mine is Omnigul. This is from Scum Death, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Sexiest character in gaming. Mine's really easy. What are yours?
Mine,
Princess Peach.
Prince of
Okay,
Peace.
next.
mine's Tali Zora Vos Normandy from Mass Effect. You never really see her, but wow, she's sexy for some reason. I love Tali
What's she
Zora.
from?
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Yeah.
Nah, I have to say Morosov.
I would have to say either 2B or A2 from Nier Automata.
I would go with actually Tifa Lockhart.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, I take my answer back. Tifa Lockhart.
Is that a new rock band or something?
Okay, amateur bullshit. I'm done.
Okay, Laz asked. Oh wait, did you answer Gatr?
Yeah, I did. I said
Oh, yeah,
I said Morosov.
Oh, Marsov. Laz says, I have a Shadowkeep question. How come we didn't see a nightmare of Oryx? Do you think the lack of his nightmare means that Oryx will make some sort of appearance in a later season? Good question, Laz.
I've been seeing lore tidbits about the Hive trying to resurrect Oryx, so I think it is the latter where he's going to show up later.
Really? You think so?
Well, based on little things that I've been reading on Twitter, is if he does show up, it's going to be later in bigger form because the Hive are trying to resurrect him.
Bigger than last time?
I can't wait.
Oh,
don't know.
bring it. Bring it.
He's on Saturn, right? Is that what, his body's on Saturn? Correct?
Jupiter. No, it's
Saturn.
Yeah, Saturn. The Dreadnought is
yeah.
in
it's,
Saturn.
Yeah, well, didn't he float away into the rings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
No, he floated to the planet. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's still alive. I think he will be coming back, but yeah.
Could you imagine Saturn being
God.
just this huge hive dreadnought? Like the whole planet is converted into like a big dreadnought. That would be awesome.
Quit teasing me, Easy.
I know it. I'll stop. Okay, Scumdeath asks, my missus always said that when her kids were young, she could smell when they were ill. They smelled different than usual. I've never had kids, so I don't know if this is bullshit or not. Have any of you heard of this? Love the show. Smell? No. But, I mean, I know when my kids are sick, just because I know my kids.
Their demeanor just is muted.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty obvious.
Okay. Grugrux asks, do you have a favorite quote from a song? I laugh every time I hear Lil Wayne's song Mess. When he gets to the line, fell in love with a stripper, Lord, I know she got bills, but I'm making it rain until she see the flood of ideas. Okay. Come on, Gru.
That was worth the entire episode right there.
Oh, man.
That sounds stupid. I don't.
I do.
I got one too.
It's so we bottled and shelved all our regrets, let them ferment, and came back to our senses. Traveled back home, slept a few days, then woke up and laughed at how stupid we used to be.
What's that from?
It's a Stray Light Run song. I can't remember exactly which one.
The 311 have a song called "Stealing Happy Hours." I always love that line.
I've got one. Let's see if you guys let's see if you guys know this one. We've all seen a man at the liquor store begging for your change. The hair on his face is dirty, dreadlocked, and full of mange. He asked a man for what he could spare with shame in his eyes. Get a job, you fucking slob, is all he replies. God forbid you ever had to walk a mile in his shoes, 'cause that's when you really might know what it's like to sing the blues.
Everlast.
Nice! What It's Like by Everlast. I love that song.
Yep.
Nice.
For me, I'll just go with a short one here. If I could start again a million miles away, I would keep myself, I would find a way.
What's that?
Hurt by Trent Reznor. Nine Inch Nails.
Really?
Johnny Cash, yeah.
Oh man, how did I miss that? Love 9 Inch Nails.
No, not this time. Controlling those zones is the only path to victory.
Okay, just wanted to let everybody know, Easy had to get up really early tomorrow, so we are going to put the responsibility on me and Hazel to read the remaining questions for the week. So, Hazel, you go first, man. We'll just rotate it.
All right, that works. All right, question from Maddie. What's your fun loadout? The guns and gear you want to use when you are sick of the PvP or PvE meta?
Oh, well, mine's the same for everything. Mountaintop, Recluse, Void Cliff Coil, and Syntheseps.
Nice.
Yep.
And a
Syntheseps
one-eyed,
is
did
my
you say
best one.
one-eyed mask?
Yeah, I alternate between One-Eyed Mask and Syntheseps. Yeah. So when it gets nerfed, I'll just swap back to Synthos and punch people from a million miles away.
Nice. Mine is the most comfortable loadout for me. Has got to be the Bygones with full automatic. And then, of course, my Telesto is the besto. I love to load the Telesto bolts up. And, yeah, I like the Hammerhead. I'm good with that. What about you, Hazel?
Yeah. So for me, it's basically going to be like just a fun thing that I do is I'll break out my old origin story from like vanilla. And then I'll put on Fighting Lion and then another like rocket launcher or another grenade launcher just for fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that Fighting Lion too. If I'm using that, then I rock New City in the primary.
Once I learned how to use it,
draw.
once I learned how to use Fighting Line, it was fun. I didn't know how to use it at first. I thought it was an impact weapon at first, and I didn't realize about the detonation, the remote detonation. That's really the fun part of that weapon.
It really, truly is.
It's so good, man. I don't know why I don't use it more often. I guess it's just I don't know. Maybe I just have a stand on that. I don't know. I'll read the next one. This one's from good old Uncle Scumdeath. He says, what is the best game cover art? I'm going to throw that to Zan. I have a feeling he has something.
Yeah, Mass Effect 3. They flip the sleeve around, and you got a really awesome action scene there.
Hazel?
The one that like stuck out to me when I first read this question right away was how impactful the Assassin's Creed 3 cover was. That was the one that was set in the American Revolution, and it's the guy, he has the tomahawk and he's like just bringing it down on a British soldier. And it was just like, wow, you know, this game's gonna be fantastic. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. But, yeah.
Man, I'm
Sorry,
really
easy. We can throw shade on Assassin's Creed easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Throw it. I buy so much digital stuff now. Cover art, I don't know. I've always loved Destiny's cover art. I mean, I've never bought a deluxe version, like a collector's version or anything. I'm sorry, Uncle Scumdeath. I failed you, man. I can't think of anything. I mean, I love Destiny's art. I think it's the best I've ever seen. So I'll just leave it at there, I guess.
Nice. What is the most beautiful machine ever made? This is from Uncle Scumdeath. Mine is the Spitfire fighter plane. It's an incredibly gorgeous piece of machinery.
I'm a total machine nerd. Now I'll buy you some time here. I get underneath my F-250 diesel truck. I'm amazed at how all these parts come together. I'll look at the transfer case to the back axles, how the transmission couples to that. I know it's very nerdy. But when I'm ever changing my oil on that thing, and by the way, it takes 15 quarts of oil. It's not a little bit pricey to change oil on that truck, but I guess if you were talking about the most beautiful machine, it would have to be my Buell. I had a Buell Rotax back in 07, I believe. It had blue rims, black and blue, and just the way that whole bike, the form was so perfect on it. Everything felt like it was just built to be next to each other. So that would be my answer.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. I mean, I would say like motorcycles in general are just, like works of art almost.
I'm going to go with the PC I built when I went to college.
Oh, that's a good answer.
It had LEDs along the front and like tubes. It was a lit fan on the side and in the back. Yeah, it was beautiful. That computer lasted forever as well.
Does a computer really ever break? I mean, have you had one just totally just break?
Just a laptop, but
yeah,
not an actual like desktop PC. No,
I have yet to have one break on me. They just get outdated.
Yep.
Hazel, do you want to read that next question?
Yeah, I can take the next two.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is from some guy named Hazelnut. Why in the Sam fuck do we have an intern?
Good question. He just appeared. He didn't even go through the process. We were taking applications last week, and now he just fucking showed up. I don't know what's going on, man. Like I said, I barely even seen him. He runs in and out so fast.
Yeah, and then that leads to the next question is, and how do they know what Easy's wallpaper is? And that is very, very creepy. But yeah, though, I mean, hey, I appreciate this, that they took it and they ran with it and they said, hey, you guys need an intern and it's going to be me. I appreciate that.
and then Drafty follows that up and says, it says block at down intern. And he says, do I or don't I block? What do you guys think?
That is the question.
That is the question. I guess that's up to you, Drafty.
Right.
All right, let's get to some questions here.
Yeah, we're not Blizzard. We're not going to tell you what to say and what not to
Exactly.
Zing!
Go ahead, Hazel.
Is this question too late? No? Good. What was your favorite cartoon growing up? Mine was G.I. Joe, which says a lot considering how many awesome 80s cartoons there were.
Mm-hmm. Mine was Ninja Turtles. I was obsessed with Ninja Turtles.
That definitely shows your age. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Hazel? I'm curious.
I mean, growing up...
All right, Saturday morning, you go and turn on the TV. What are you watching?
Well, for me, it wasn't really Saturday morning. It was actually on USA. It was He-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You threw me a curveball. I didn't think you'd say that. Mine...
Well, there were a couple that came into my mind. I was thinking, like gargoyles on, like, when I was home from school sick.
That's true.
I mean, stuff like that. But He-Man, yeah.
I'm going to throw an honorable mention to when my dad introduced me to, that was old for me growing up, Voltron.
Ooh.
Oh, good call.
That got me into Voltron, yeah.
I'm very old school. It's Scooby-Doo for me, man. Every Saturday. Scooby-Doo. I loved it. I always want to know who did it.
Good stuff.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, let me pull the next question up. Next question is from Uncle Scumdeath. Hey guys, if I stop pissing in my garden, will my garden stop stinking of piss? That's
I'm gonna say probably not. I bet it's cats.
Yeah.
Well,
I think you need to burn it down and start all over.
I don't know. Piss sometimes can keep away the cats and the deer. Well, we have deer problems here. They like to eat everything, man. And if you put human hair in the yard and pee everywhere, that they smell that and they're like, fuck that. I don't know.
I feel like Scum would know that the best.
I have a feeling
he's the gardener.
Yeah, I have a feeling he already knows the answer, but he wants us to see how much we know about our gardening skills.
Right.
Hopefully I passed.
Yeah, I failed miserably, I'm sure. Oh, by the way, that question that I read before was from AKA Gear Dad.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Sorry, I'm new at this. This is Easy's gig.
me too. I'm winging it here. I think you're up. I think it's your turn, Hazel.
Yep, exactly. All right, Grugrux43. What was one of your favorite toys as a kid? I had an Evel Knievel motorcycle that I thought was the greatest thing. Picture for reference for the audio listeners.
I had that exact Evel Knievel as well. Or my brother did, and I stole it.
I got it for my 6th birthday, metal Grimlock Transformer.
Oh.
And that thing was incredible. I love that thing.
They were well built, too.
Yeah.
Nice. For me, I did not see this question before.
I'll buy you some time. Mine was the Dark Tower board game. I love Dark Tower. I don't know if you remember that, but it was the first digital board game. You press buttons and and things would spin around and tell you where to move and what to do. That was a great board game. I consider it a toy. So
the only thing I can think of was I remember growing up and I had a Light Bright.
Oh yeah.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Did anybody have a Teddy Ruxpin?
Nope.
I did. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was evil. Yeah.
Okay, my turn. This is from Agent H. Question for the show. Now that we're in a few weeks into the Shadowkeep meta, it looks like the enthusiasts and more casual Destiny players are really enjoying the game. Has Bungie found that perfect middle ground for both sides? If not, what changes could they make better to find that balance? Anybody?
I don't know. I think this is, for me, it's more of a wait and see. I'm currently hooked, but if it can keep me hooked through the whole season, then I think they'll have found it, because I do still enjoy the other games, and if I find myself wanting to play other stuff, then it'll be same old. But I'm not your typical Destiny community player, I guess.
Yeah, I'm more hardcore, obviously, but I've been gaming with my son, and he's obviously in a casual. He only plays a couple times a week, if that. And he seems to be having fun with it. I'm playing, like I said, I made a free-to-play account just to see what it's like to be a noob coming in, trying to play the game. And other than the ambiguity of where to find the campaign missions at the beginning, which I talked about that last week, overall, I love that you just do anything. And you level up the planets, and then you go visit the planets. You do, you do the little missions they give you, and it progresses pretty well. I think overall, let's just say this, Agent H. I think it's the most balanced so far. I think they still have room to do more, but I think I like what I see so far. What do you think, Hazel?
Yeah, I would agree with Zanifan completely. And I don't think it's just this season. I think it's next season and everything subsequent from here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice right now, but I definitely have that strong wait and see mentality when it comes to this, because I mean, it's like everything was fine and peachy and everything like this, and then I just randomly got on Reddit today and everybody's like wanting to just boycott the game and all of this over the Eververse stuff, that apparently not everything is going to be sold, and if it is sold, it's only going to be up there once, and then reskins and everything else. And I'm just like, for fuck's sake, people, it's a game. Just, just play it and love it. And if you don't like it, then quit playing. Nobody's forcing you to buy the Eververse stuff.
Yeah.
I only care about the Fighting Land ornament that they still have not put back up for sale. And it's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm missing a few ornaments too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the, the one thing that they data mined was the, Escalation Protocol armor. That they're looking at maybe like reskinning that and putting that out for Halloween.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be nice.
And I'll tell you this. Exactly, and a lot of people were upset about that. And I'm like, fuck, that means I don't have to play Escalation Protocol for that much? Take it.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious to see what Zan says on this next question.
Yeah. Chubby Wizard, since fall is upon us, what are your top 5 soups? Mine are chicken tortilla, Italian wedding, clam chowder, cream of chicken with rice, and cream of potato. Thanks. Love the show.
All right. My favorite are broccoli cheddar.
Ooh, very good.
Broccoli cheddar. Broccoli cheddar. Broccoli cheddar. And tomato basil.
Okay.
Ooh. All I heard was tomato basil. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think, Hazel?
For me, I'd have to go with chicken tortilla, Italian wedding, a good old potato soup, and then I'm going to kind of cop out here and go with broccoli cheddar, and then chili.
Oh, we including that? Okay, that changes my answer slightly.
I would assume. Is soup chili?
You're eating it out of a bowl. And
Oh gosh,
it depends. I don't know.
Is this the next? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh
situation?
God, yeah.
Oh shit.
This will be a reoccurring question. This will be great. This is gonna be a reoccurring question now. I can just see it already.
I just ruined other podcast questions for other podcasts with that.
Oh crap!
Is chili soup?
Oh jeez. I'm not really a big soup guy. Number 5 would have to be vegetable beef. Number 4 is cream of potato. Number 3 is tomato, because I like to have a toasted cheese dipped into it, especially on a day I'm sick.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I would have to go chili number 2, and number 1 would be broccoli and cheddar.
It's the best soup.
Everywhere I go, I get it. Sorry,
It's gotta be.
sorry, JC Jesse, no French onion there, bud.
I don't understand how people eat that shit.
I don't like. I like it. It's okay. It's not bad if you can dip like a sandwich into it, like a French dip.
Right.
But I don't know.
It's the most popular soup at work.
AKA Gear Dad says, when will you guys switch to Skype and post the videos to YouTube so we can see your beautiful faces? AKA Gear Dad, no one wants to see this old face. Trust me. It would
That
be.
means I got to put on a shirt and a pants.
Yeah,
and
man.
else.
Come on. I'm like almost shirtless here. I like this.
I've got a tube top on right now.
I
so-
can't even imagine what Zan's wearing. So
Shorts, at least. We know that.
Shorts. You
Yep.
got it.
all right. Best question for last. Go for it, Hazel.
All right. Some guy named Gatr. Question for the show. What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid?
All right. Mine was when I was a sophomore in high school. I made a wooden master sword and went as Link for Halloween.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm a lot on that level. I'm a lot on that same wavelength. I know if Halloween, and when I was in high school, if Halloween fell on a weekday, they'd let us wear our costumes at school. I don't know if they do that anymore these days, but I made a like a skateboard like board that had a hinge on it that would open up to put my head into it, and I had a 3-headed monster with a black cape, and I had two one of those wig holders on each side, and then I'd wear a mask, of course. And I'd have I'd be a 3-headed monster walking through the halls. You should have seen the looks, man, I got from that.
Nice.
Very cool. For me, it was, I want to say maybe I was in maybe 8th grade, possibly, maybe 7th. And I dressed as Freddy Krueger.
Oh, nice. Did you have the hands and
So,
everything?
Yeah, I had the hand,
Oh,
the glove. It was very, very badass.
Dude.
Nice.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, hey, guys, great questions this week. Zan, thanks for sitting around and listening and answering them for us today.
Yeah,
And I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied right now, but yeah, great questions, guys. And we got through them all, so there's none left for next week. So we are good. Like I said, Easy had to leave a little early, so me and Hazel took a little double duty here and finished them up. We had about 10 left, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate the questions. Anytime you guys think of a question through the week, drop it in the podcast questions channel on our server, and we'll be sure to pin it for the next show. So Thank you very much.
And Twitter too.
Absolutely. I put a tweet out. Is it tweet? Yeah, I put a tweet out usually the morning of when we're recording, which are Thursdays typically. And if you do have one, put it there and I will pin it and throw it into our Discord. So thank you. Thank you for the responses. Okay, we'll be right back.
Only 1 minute left.
All right. Hey, great questions, everybody. Thanks for submitting them. I just want to remind you again that we do put out a weekly tweet on our Twitter account. And we also have a Discord channel called Podcast Questions. So please insert them there. If you have questions for next week's show, we'll be sure to get to them. We'll pin them and make sure we don't forget them. And now it is time to add our songs to our Guardian Down playlist. This is a little sprinkling of what all of us here like to listen to. And since Easy had to leave early, I'm going to pick his first, and then I'll throw it to Zan. Let's see. Just search, by the way, for Guardian Downcast playlist on Spotify. Easy's picks, and these were classics, man. I love these. His first pick was by The Police, Walking on the Moon. Great song. Great classic song.
Excellent.
Anything by The Police, man. You can't really go wrong there. And his second pick was from the Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter. Great picks. Can't wait to hear these. Nice. Yeah, I do play these in my car. It's really neat to hear everybody's picks. It's a great idea, whoever came up with this, by the way. Whoever I copied, that is. But, hey, Zan, what do you got, man?
All right. So my picks, and I see you gave me 3, so I see what you're trying to do here.
No, I was just being nice. You know, you changed your mind. I said, you know what, Zan? Put them all in there, man.
Sure. Noted, Gatr.
Thank you.
Flattery will get you
there. I really dug the conversation about female singers, so I decided to throw it back to some stuff I was listening to end of high school, beginning of college, all with female singers. So the first one is Isley, Marvelous Things, which is 3 sisters and their brother and cousin or something like that, but the girls all sing, and it's fantastic. Great vocals. The second is Rilo Kiley, Silver Lining, and Jenny Lewis just has an amazing voice. If anyone's seen the Bill Murray Christmas special on Netflix,
God, I'm trying to remember.
She's in that. She's like a dirty blonde, orangish kind of hair, very pretty, and she sings a bunch of songs with Bill Murray in there.
Now I'm gonna have to go watch it.
Yeah, it shows up every Christmas. I enjoy that special.
Cool.
And then the last third extra pick is by Stars, and it's called Your Ex-Lover is Dead. It's just a great song.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very cool.
I was so looking forward to your picks, man, because I know you are all into the music. I love the new ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hazel, what about you, man?
Yeah. Well, real quick, I just want to say, Zanifan, I just want to say thank you for doing like those music picks every week, because
yes,
I've started listening to actually one of the bands that you guys put on maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
I started listening to them, and I'm just like, wow, this is pretty cool. I thought about adding them this week, but I'm like, no, I'll just do that next week. So, but yeah, so thank you though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank Narwolf for getting us the permission to play that music every week. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
My 2 songs. I did Colleen by The Heavy. It's just a nice kind of bluesy, it's a song that I found, I think they were like free on Apple iTunes back like maybe like 12 years ago, 13 years ago, something like that. And I just have dove into them ever since then. And then I was at a friend's birthday party and over the weekend, and we were talking about like songs that we played, and he was showing me his record collection, and that took me back to like the first record that I ever remember really playing. And it was a song that, I mean, you all know when you were a kid, you played that one song over and over and over again.
Yeah, with the tape recorder.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for me, this was Crimson and Clover by Tommy James and the Shondells.
Gotcha.
And I just kept playing it over and over on this big-ass record player that we had when I was growing up. And my parents got so sick of that damn song.
Nice, man. Good picks. Good picks. Well, I have two. My first one is probably one of my favorite groups of all time, and that's Yes. Leave It.
Ooh.
I love Leave It. It's a great song. They just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think, last year. And, man, they had those old guys were up there jamming just like they haven't missed a beat. They're just super good songs, man. I mean, that's a great album you can just turn on and just listen all the way through. There's never a bad song on those or any of their albums. So, and my second one, I have to be honest, my wife kind of lobbied this one because we're very much a 90s people. All right, that's when our kids were growing up and we were newly married. It was in the 90s. And it's Semisonic, Secret Smile. It's one of her favorite songs. So I said, you know what, babe? I had another one in mind, but I'll put it to next week. And that's the song I picked. Semisonic, you don't hear much about them now, but man, they were a great group. They had great songs and lyrics back in the 90s. So, damn, guys, I think we're done. I think we got through this. I think we made a pretty good time, too. Just want to let you guys know, follow Guardian Down Intern. It's at Down Intern on Twitter. Help the guy or gal out. I haven't seen their face yet, so I don't know who the hell it is, but give him a follow. He or she's not getting paid anything, so why not throw him a bone? Hey, Zanifan, where can everybody find you, man?
Well, you can find me anywhere you can find me at Zanifan711. And then if you want to find the podcast, it's at BarelyADS on Twitter, barelyads.com, all the things. But if you want to email, it's barelyadestinyshow@gmail.com still.
Hazel?
Hazelnut, Hazel NT on PlayStation and Xbox, and the Hazelnut, HAZELNT on the Twitter. And again, guys, definitely check out Barely a Destiny Show or Bads, Barely ADS, all the monikers that they go by, because they're, I mean, honestly, they do one of the coolest things, and they put forth so much effort into the news that they do. I listen only, for the news. Not the other stuff is cool too, but the news that they do and their takes on it are just fantastic. Yeah,
you guys put a lot of work into it. And when I'm out killing myself, treating lawns and houses in this nice, beautiful Florida weather, it's just so a nice groove to listen to your podcast, man. It's just so nice and easy. You guys are just chill. I love it. So
thanks, appreciate it.
Easy, what about you?
So on PlayStation, I am BDG0210. On Xbox, I am EasyPooty. And on Twitter, you can find me at VasoVA22, VASOVA22.
Okay. You can contact me via the Twitter at Todd the Gator. You can also find me on YouTube, Steam, and PS4 as GATR _ in between and GATR space GDC on Xbox. I occasionally stream on my YouTube channel, and I do post gameplay vids. In fact, I've been posting different various loadouts in the Crucible lately. Just little, one game, 10-15 minute videos, just showing what I tried and to see how bad or good I did with it. So appreciate a follow or a sub if you're in there. Appreciate that. And sometimes, I play other games too. Let's just be honest, it's going to be Destiny. Anyway, I'll post a link and all that stuff. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, just pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast. You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, and we're on Twitter at GuardianDcast for show questions or whatever you want to throw our way. So we appreciate it. We have a Discord as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast, and I'll post a permanent link in our show notes as well, just a one click away. And everybody, thank you very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Toddles.
Bye.
Really? Toddles?
Have a good one, guys.
All right, I'm not going to judge you, but what did you get from Taco Bell?
2 cheesy bean and rice burritos and a spiced potato soft taco.
Ooh, nice choice. Nice choice. Didn't go the old classic burrito supreme, huh?
Nope.
All right.
I got to stick to the meatless options.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Nice, man. Nice.
Hey, man, I've been thinking about paying someone $20 to get me the Recluse.